Hi, in this video, we're going to be talking about the Google Gemini AI integration into Google Chrome and into Google Apps. So there are different variations of this depending on what you're trying to do. So there isn't, so there seems to be a little inconsistency with this, just like everything else with Google and this Gemini stuff and all the other AI stuff. So I will say off the bat here that this might not be the smoothest video depending on what works and what doesn't work because it depends on, things such as your version of Chrome, your Google account, the time of the day, and who knows what else to make these things work. So we're going to kind of show you the different versions that we can here, and then hopefully you'll have a better idea of how this all works. All right, so we're going to be talking about this one first, this Ask Gemini up here in the corner. So you may have that. And if you don't, you may have this right here, AI mode in the search box here. So these work differently. So just because you have this doesn't mean it's going to work the same as this. So keep that in mind. This one lets you do more than this. This I don't find too helpful, but you could try it out for yourself if you have it. And then there's also a Gemini version when you're in Google Apps as well. All right, so we're going to start with this one here. So we're on this Best Buy site. We're going to open it up here. All right, we're going to start by asking a question here. Have it do a search for laptops. So one thing about this is that it can actually do the work for you, click around your computer and that type of thing, depending on how you ask it. So you can see here that I didn't type it exactly the way it wanted. So it just did a search for laptops in general. So let's try this. All right, so now it wants to start the task so it could take over for me. So you have to give it permission. And this tends to be a little slow, so keep that in mind. So you can see it did a search there. I didn't do that. It did it on its own. And you can see it has this option here, take over task. So if you wanted to stop and let you take over, you could click on that. All right, so it found the laptops here. So let's see if we could have it do something else. So we'll see if it could sort it for us by Dell and HP laptops. So once again, didn't ask correctly here, so try it again. Start the task. So you can see here you have to word it just right, otherwise it's not going to do it for you. Right, you can see it check the box for HP, and then for Dell. So obviously for something like this, you're going to do it on your own. You're not going to wait for it to check the two boxes, but this just kind of shows you what it can do. And then we'll get to another example here after this. Let's see if we could filter the price here for us. And then we'll have it add one to the cart and see if we could do that as well. So if these tasks take a little too long, I might, kind of fast forward it a bit here. All right, setting the minimum price. You can see it filtered in the box here. And you can see when you hover your mouse over it, you have the option to take it over. Otherwise, you can't do anything. All right, so put in the prices. Let's see if it could actually set it for us. All right, looks like I clicked on set. All right, so now we have our laptops here. Let's try the next one here. You can see it's still going there, so let's kind of move along here. So I can see if I add this one to the cart for me. All right, so it looked like it got confused here between these two. Let's just have it add the one it found. All right, let's see what it does for the protection here for the warranty. All right, looks like it added it to our cart. Okay, so let's move on to something else here. All right, now we're on an IRS website here. So let's say we need to find a form to change our address. Let's just clear this out here. So I didn't tell it the form number. I'm just looking for the one that I need to change my address. All right, so it looked like it found it here and opened it for us. All right, let's see if it could type something in the box here. See if it'll fill out the name for us here. Except I spelled Joe wrong, but that's okay. All right, so it can't type into this box here, so that's something it can't do. So we'll take over, stop it. Okay, now let's print this form. All right, so it brought up the print dialog box, and then we could choose our printer and go ahead and print it. All right, then it's giving us a little extra information. So you can see it can come in handy for more complex tasks. I wouldn't recommend using it for something simple like this, but I have used it for other websites where I couldn't find what I needed to do, and it actually was able to guide me through it and help me out. All right, so now let's go over to Google Sheets here. Make this a little bigger. All right, now you can see here, we have this here, and then we have this here, which is the Ask Gemini for Google Apps. So it kind of works the same way, except it's geared towards Google Apps. So if this was an Excel spreadsheet instead of a Google Sheets sheet, it wouldn't be able to do as much. It could still kind of analyze things for you, but it can't really act on it. So for example here, total up the amount column, and you can see right now it's in beta, so it's still in progress here. All right, so you can see it totaled it up and actually put it in the correct cell. All right, so now let's have it change row 1 to make the type bold and change the font to Roboto. So obviously you're going to have to know what font you want to use. I have done it where I say change the font and it just picks something on its own. All right, so you can see it did it right there. All right, so now Let's have it highlight the largest amount due and the oldest date. Probably should have said fill it with a certain color, so we'll see what happens here. So like I said, I'll be fast forwarding some of these steps here so you don't have to wait like I'm waiting here. All right, there we go. We have the largest amount and oldest date selected for us. Then it gives you some suggestions as well. All right, let's go over to Google Docs real quick and then we'll try it here. Have it double the size of the first image. All right, so I was able to do that. And it could reject it if we don't want it. We're back to the way we were. Change the text to right justified. Oh, looks like I can't do that, even though there is an option there. Okay. All right, rewrite the first paragraph so it's twice as long and less formal. All right, so it did the edit for us. Click on the check mark and now it kept the changes for us. And of course it does the typical AI thing with the dashes, so you have to watch out for that or give it some more detailed instructions. All right, we have some links here. Let's see if I can remove the links. Oh, can't do that either. Still learning, so maybe in the future, so maybe by the time you're watching it, we'll be able to do it. See if we can delete all photos. All right, click on the check mark. Check mark. Kind of a manual process. You still had to click on the check mark, so you might as well just delete them yourself. See if we could change the name here. See if we could change the name of the document here. All right, looks like I might have got a little confused by the title. So it looks like I might have got a little confused by the name of the document. Let's see what this does. All right, let's click on accept. All right, looks like it just changed the first line here, not the document name. Let's try one more time here. Nope, doesn't want to change the name there, so it looks like that's not working at the moment. All right, so I think that's kind of enough for our demonstration here. So you can see it's kind of a work in progress, but it does have potential. And like I said before, the Ask Gemini thing here comes in really handy if you're on a very complicated web page or trying to find something that you just can't find by clicking around. But for basic tasks, it's not really going to help you unless, of course, you had some way to speak into it so you didn't have to type out the instructions. And then once again, you may or may not have this here. You might have this instead. I have another computer that doesn't have this, but it had this, and I tried all the suggested tricks to try and get it to show up, but I couldn't. So I'm not exactly sure what makes this show up for some computers and some browsers and some people and not for others, because I'm just using a free Google account and it worked for me. And then this account here was a free Google account and it didn't work no matter what I tried. So your results will vary, just like with everything else related to Google and Gemini. All right, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe.